Don't you worry, the clip's about to begin, but don't forget to subscribe. Or else, don't make me turn this website around.
All right, so we have Holly in Florida. You are on with Andrew and Matt. How can we help? Welcome to Hang Up.
Hi, Holly.
Hey, Andrew and Matt. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
I'm getting hammered.
That's good. That's good. Me too. Because
I'm
let
having
me tell
a
you,
celebratory
I
homemade
am
tequila.
pissed, and I wanted to tell you guys why.
Bring it on.
Yeah. So I am a poll worker for the 2020 election, and
For clarification,
I'm from Tampa.
For clarification, a poll worker is someone who works where people are casting ballots. We're not talking about like a poll dancer.
LL, not LE, is what Matt is.
LL,
getting.
not LE.
Correct.
I have friends who are both.
Yes.
So tell us what's going
not
on.
to be confused with the other kind of pole dancers. Yeah. So I am actually incensed at the way the Trump campaign and the Trump worshipers are talking about this election and the way the ballots are handled. Because I can tell you from my experience, I can only speak to my experience, but let me tell you, we poll workers are anal retentive as fuck. We don't care about your party affiliation. And all we want to do is make sure that every legal ballot is counted. And when you go off talking about how there's some nefarious things going on with poll workers and counting ballots, it makes me so angry.
Holly, I think you're right to be angry. I'm so glad you called. I'm so glad you made that point. I mean, I was not a poll worker. I was a poll watcher, a legitimate poll watcher, not just, some asshole who shows up at the poll with a gun and tries to go in and see what's going on, but a trained poll watcher for the Democratic Party for a number of years. I decided not to do it this year, partly because I was alarmed by the spread of COVID. And so, I mean, I am so impressed by people like you who were brave enough to go do this. It was so important. And You're absolutely right. I mean, this is an attack on all the hard work that you and your brothers and sisters put in. I've seen that firsthand. It's a long, thankless hours dealing with everybody. And to then turn around and have that just slandered and you and your work dragged through the mud is it's unconscionable. And it's just another reason to loathe this particular president.
And it's not just the president.
Exactly, Andrew. I couldn't agree more.
This is what irritates me the most. Yep. I don't want to go off on another tirade because generally I am feeling better and I am feeling upbeat. And, I know that between now and January 20th, things are going to be a little shitty and they may get shittier in some respects, but I am still optimistic and I'm still feeling much, much better about the world I live in than before. But it's not just Trump. Over 70 million people
100%.
voted and enabled him, and Republican representatives and senators are continuing to enable his delusions and pander to him. And some of them have even done it on the notion of, oh, come on, what's it going to hurt to let him have this last 90 days of delusion? And then it's beyond disgusting because you have a toddler in the presidency who cannot accept reality. And that's not we don't need somebody that's coddled.
Exactly.
If this exact scenario would have happened 30 years ago, that son of a bitch would have been impeached and out on his ass in a heartbeat. He would have never gotten elected 30 years ago. There was a fundamental different perspective. Now we live in a country where everybody thinks they can be an expert. Everybody thinks they can disregard the expert. We've trained so many people that you can grow up to be anything you want, including president, that now the job bears no gravitas. It has been destroyed by this. It has become the position that literally the village idiot can hold. And that is, I think, terrifying and sad. And I want it to change. And I'm hoping that this next administration does a lot to rehabilitate the office.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, this election was rough on everybody. And Holly,
if nobody said it,
is a cardiac patient and heart high risk. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Go ahead, Holly.
Your dad's a heart attack patient and high risk.
Yeah, my dad's a cardiac patient, and it was really scary for me to go in here and work on election day, right, around all these people during a pandemic, and the only thing I cared about was that everybody casted their vote and that their vote counted. I didn't care what party affiliation they were. Like, right. we have to take a vow after we complete our training to be nonpartisan. That's who we are. And our poll watchers were awesome. You know, just to hit on what Andrew said, we had 2 poll watchers, one Democrat, one Republican, and the Democrat actually was a poll worker for several years until he got hired by this company to be a poll watcher. And they were great. They were awesome. And we reported our numbers to them. They watched the whole process. You know, they knew they were forbidden from interacting with the voters. They couldn't come close to us. They had to stay in their designated area and just watch. And
are you able?
So,
are you watching?
It makes me so angry. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Are you able to see chat along with the show right now?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, right now I'm going to ask Chad to toss up an F for respect, because Andrew's right. We definitely need to thank you and the other poll workers that worked during this election, because I know people who've had been threatened, and have seen interviews of people who've been threatened because of their actions. And so we're very appreciative of what you did. I can't imagine what it was like for you. And so thank you so much for your service to our electoral process.
And thank you guys for
it looks like about 2,300 people are thinking.
Oh, this makes me so mad.
Yeah, no, I mean, you deserve everyone's thanks, and we really appreciate you taking on that job, Holly. Thank you.
Yeah.
On that note, Holly,
thank you guys.
Have you hang up on us, because you fucking earned it.
All right, awesome. Yay, I've always wanted to do this. No, Matt, you're done.
Thank you, Holly. And thank you, everybody in chat. I saw all the Fs fly by, and, with, a couple thousand people here watching, and people really appreciating the fact that, most of us don't know what it's like to be the type of person who, is a poll worker, especially in an election like this. It's so strange.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thankless job on any given day. And you have people just standing over you watching, looking for you to screw up, asking you questions, even though you're not doing anything nefarious, and to do all of that then in the middle of a pandemic too, where you're actually risking your own personal safety, and not just yours, but like your entire family's. She sounded like she had kids. She's got a dad who's got a heart condition. Like, it is, it's incredible that this is the way our country operates, and to see one party just completely denigrate it is, it's unconscionable.
By the way, for the people in chat who were asking, the press F for respects, I believe, is from Modern Warfare or one of the Call of Duty games. And so it's a geeky reference, but
hey, thanks for checking out this clip for The Line. While you're here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and then share this with that bitter uncle of yours who loves talking about the good old days.